Okay, welcome to the Dragonflies skill training video. As always, you can download the attached PDF to follow along. In this first Dragonflies video, we're going to look at what's called the double five movement. And we're going to look at it both forward and reverse. So the double fives actually builds on what we did in grasshoppers. In grasshoppers, we needed to either add or subtract the 10 pair in the form of a 5 pair. And here in this Dragonfly double five movement, we're going to also need to execute the addition or subtraction of 1 on the next rod left, also in the form of a 5 pair. So we'll be doing two 5 pairs in a single 10 pair movement. So let's go ahead and jump right into some example problems and see how this can be done. All right. So here we're going to start off with the number 37. And then I need to add 16. Okay, so first I'll just add that 1 right away, and then I need to add 6 here. Well, to add 6 here, I first need to add 1 to the next rod left. And as you can see, I have to do that in the form of a 5 pair. So I'm going to add 5 and subtract 1's 5 pair 4. And then I need to subtract 6's 10 pair 4 from the target rod. Well, I only have 2 beads, earthly beads touching the reckoning bar, so I'm going to have to subtract the 4 also in the form of a 5 pair by adding 1 and subtracting 5. So that gives me an interim sum of 53. So there we had our double fives movement requiring the 5 pair to add 1 to the next rod left and also to subtract the 10 pair. All right, let's finish this off by adding 22. So we add 2 there, and then we have to add 2 here, and we add this second 2 in the form of a 5 pair by adding 5 and subtracting 3, and that gives us a final answer of 75. So pretty interesting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at a second example. All right, here we have 31 that we start off with, and then we're going to add 14. So I'll add the 1 first, and then I need to add 4 here. Okay, to add 4 here, I have to do that in the form of a 5 pair by adding 5 and subtracting 4's 5 pair 1. Okay, next I need to add 9. All right, well, here's where my double fives is going to come in. So to add 9, I have to add 1 to the next rod left. Well, I got to do that in the form of a 5 pair by adding 5 and subtracting 1's 5 pair 4. And then I need to subtract 1 from the target rod, also in the form of a 5 pair, by adding 4 and subtracting 5. And I have a final answer of 54. So those are two good examples of what we call forward double fives. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of reverse double fives. All right, here I'm going to start off with 17, and then I need to add 47. Okay, to add the 4 here, well, I got to do that in the form of a 5 pair by adding 5 and subtracting 4's 5 pair 1. Here I'm going to add 7. Okay, to add 7 here, I need to add 1 to the next rod left. Okay, and then I need to subtract 7's 10 pair 3 in the form of a 5 pair by adding 2 and subtracting 5. So I have this interim sum of 64. Next I'm going to subtract 19. So I take the 1, just subtract the 1 from the second rod, and now I need to subtract 9. Okay, to subtract 9 here, well, I've got to take 1 from the next rod left, and I have to do that in the form of a 5 pair by adding 4, subtracting 5, and then I need to add 1 to the target rod, again in the form of a 5 pair by adding 5 and subtracting 1's 5 pair 4. So ending up with a final answer of 45. So there we had our reverse double 5 movement. All right, let's go ahead and look at one final example. And here we're going to start off with 40, and then we're going to add 43. Okay, well, to add 43, I'm going to add the 4 in the form of a 5 pair here by adding 5 and subtracting 4's 5 pair 1. Okay, and then I add 3 to the first rod here, and I have an interim sum of 83. Next, I'm going to subtract 37. Okay, so I can subtract the 3, and then to subtract the 7 here, I have to come over and subtract 1 from the next rod left, but I have to do that in the form of a 5 pair by adding 4 and subtracting 5. And then I need to add 7's 10 pair 3, again in the form of a 5 pair by adding 5 and subtracting 3's 5 pair 2 for a final answer of 46. So there you had both the forward and reverse double 5 movements in our first Dragonfly lesson video, and hopefully it was clear. And if not, please feel free to go back and review what you need. Good luck with your training.